Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ultraverse podcast with Chase and Casey, where we talk about all things Ultraverse.
This is episode number 21, and we're going to talk about the Styx.
2026.
Styx 2026. It was a hell of a fun race. One of the best races
Yes.
in the world.
In the world. in
No
history.
exaggeration.
In the
Cheers,
history
by
of
the way.
ultra running. Okay, let's get into it.
Awesome.
Where do you want to start?
Hall of Farm.
Let's do it. The Hall of...
No
Is
better
it
place.
farmers or farm?
Farmers. Farm. Hall of Farm. It's farm.
Okay.
Hall of Farm. 3 new inductees this year. We had 3
last year. Mm-hmm.
Rachel Baker and the Griffins.
Yep.
And this year we had Jeff Reese, Justin Stenerson,
Mm-hmm.
and Nathan.
Yes, Nathan Rogers.
Nathan Rogers.
Yep. Yeah. So congratulations to you 3 gentlemen, and thank you for running with us so much.
500 miles is what it takes to get in the Hall of Farm, and you get a badass Sheridan buckle when you do it. I'll throw some pictures up of those.
Yeah.
Also, aside from that,
Ooh.
Nathan Rogers set a new course record with
He
over
did.
240 miles.
Yeah,
241.6 miles
Yes.
to be exact.
So that's freaking awesome. We were excited. He worked his butt off
Yeah.
this year out there. Could tell he was hurting at some points, but he was always in a pretty good mood.
And he was pushing himself the whole time out there. He didn't
was.
rest for long when he did rest. I mean,
I think
a couple hour
hours.
and a half,
Yeah.
maybe. His dad was out there for most of it. His brother came out there to help crew him, and it was just really amazing to see him do it, because I know he came in with
That was his
being
goal.
the goal.
I also know that when his dad had to leave for some reason, I can't remember why, some prior commitment or something, and when he had to leave, it was like killing him to not get to stay to see him finish and get that goal.
For sure.
Yeah.
But he did get to see him get the Hall of Fame buckle,
Yep.
or Hall of Farm buckle.
Well, sort of. He just kind of kept going.
Yeah,
we
he
didn't
just
do
kept
the
going.
normal rigmarole because he was on a mission and we didn't want to hold him up from getting there. So.
Yeah, we asked him what he wanted to do. He wanted to just keep rolling and get it once he got the record.
Yeah.
Which is freaking awesome. That record has stood for, since our second
year.
Dina Carr had it before that.
So 3 years?
And that's tough. It's going to be tough to beat this one.
It
I mean,
is.
I just saw how quickly he was consistently going and how little he stopped. You know,
the pace that he kept. He was running.
Yeah, as
a
that
lot.
72 number steadily climbs up, that's just going to be tough to beat.
Yeah. And then you never know what the weather is going to bring at the Styx, too.
Yeah, and it brought it this year.
It brought it.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, Nathan set a new course record. So he obviously won the 72 hour. Lisa Marie won the women's 72 with her like 188, I think was her mileage, 186 or something like that.
Yep. And I do want to say that there was 36 people in the 72 this year.
Isn't
And
that wild?
3 of them hit 200 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So less than 10%.
Yeah.
That kind of shows how hard the Styx actually is. You know, I think a lot of people underestimate it. Anyone who's been to the Styx knows that it's
not easy,
harder than your average timed race.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. Only 3 people. Jonathan and Jeff were the other 2. They got over 200. I think it was also really cool in the 72 hour. Savannah Crittenden. She came from, I think, Mississippi. She was in the 72 hour. She was very consistent, but then she told me she was leaving on Saturday to go run a half marathon in Nebraska in the middle of the 72 hour race.
Yeah.
Run a half marathon and then come back and finish out the 72 hour. And she still got like 163.5 miles.
She was awesome.
For being gone for that many hours.
Yep.
So that was really awesome. And she said it actually felt good to do the half on the road, like pavement, after being out on the trail. She said she was actually able to move really fast. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was different. I had never heard that before. I got to leave this race to go to a race, and then I'll be back to your race.
And I think her thing is she's trying to get a race in every state.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, I'm so close, and there's this thing this weekend that way I don't have to make another trip out here. So
yeah.
Awesome.
So since we're on the topic of talking about awesome performances and big accomplishments, let's just kind of continue with that theme.
Yeah, sure.
I know one that stood out to me was Brian Hoover, who has been there every year except for the first.
So 4 years.
Got his first 100. And I think the Styx is like the only race that he signs up for.
So when I see an ultra sign up, when I see his results.
Yeah.
So
he comes back every year. And I think last year he got the 100K. Yeah, this is the first time he's ever signed up for the 72 as well. So we knew that his goal was to come and get his first hundo this year.
Yeah. His family was there for it, and it was great. It's awesome. And he's just such a nice, appreciative, like he's just grateful for the opportunity to be out there and to have an event where he can do that in that amount of time.
Yep. I think he's like a high school principal or something
I
like
believe
that,
so. He's an admin somewhere.
Something like that. Yeah. Scott Parker.
Scott Parker. He's a teacher in Hill City.
Yeah. And I don't know if he does many. I don't think he does any ultras besides the sticks either.
No.
And this is only his second year with us.
Yeah.
But he ran the 6 hour with us the first year. And every time he was, last year, sorry. Every time you saw him, he was having so much fun, like laughing when he came across the line, thanking everyone every time he crossed the line, saying, "Oh, I'm having so much fun. This is awesome."
Yeah, just like pure joy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he started out in the 12 hour this year. So I'm like, man, he's doubling it up. That's awesome. And then he switched to the 24 hour a few months after that. And then he just said, screw it.
It just kept spiraling and spiraling. And then he finally ended up in the 72 hour.
Yeah. So his PR before this was a marathon, I think, is what it was.
But not at the sticks.
Not at the sticks.
Yeah,
just a marathon. Yep. And what did he get?
50.
50 miles.
Got 51 something. Yeah. But yeah, over 50 miles. And he's the one that had the SpongeBob outfit on.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? It was like a blue, had SpongeBob and he had like yellow gloves and it was really cool.
And he was still just as happy this year for the entire 72 hours.
Yes.
And he was drinking Fireball.
He had some Fireball to help him get through the pain, I think. Yeah.
He said, I usually only have one beer
every month.
A month or something like that. And he said, and I've had 3 shots of Fireball today or something.
Yeah, obviously they were consecutive, like they were hours apart.
Over 24 hours.
But it was just funny. He was a hoot. He was really fun to have around.
He was.
It's fun to have people like him at your races that just like bring up the energy and bring up happiness and aren't gloomy doomy. They just like make you smile.
Yeah, when they're absolutely. There.
Skipping to the 48 hour.
Sure.
So Farrell Hoover got 120 for his mileage, and then Don Gwynn got 100. So that's your first and second place male.
No, that's
first place male and female.
Yeah.
And then also super impressive performance by Farrell because we found out that he had just had a bunch of stitches taken out of his head because he got in a pretty nasty accident and almost died the week after the pilgrimage. I don't know how we didn't know about it, but so...
Oh, yeah, I did. He told me.
I didn't know about it, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't tell you about it.
Because you're bad at communicating.
That's fine. Anyway, he crushed his head a little bit in a skid loader. So that's that.
Not that he didn't already have enough brain damage.
I told him, well, I mean, he said something like, his eye was a little droopy for a while, and I said, well, you weren't going to win any beauty contests anyway. So. But he's a good dude. He's a tough dude. He proved that once again. And it was great to see him alive still.
It was to see him alive. Yes. Congratulations.
Hopefully he keeps that up. Keep it up, bud.
Yeah, and I know Dawn pushed herself really hard to get that 100 done.
Yep.
She was struggling in the heat.
Yes, she was.
She was Les Mis. She had I think it was a lot of heat rash maybe on her lower legs and her feet.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think it will make sense later, but the storm, she was out there and something hit her legs. Some balls of ice.
Who was throwing balls of ice?
Who was throwing balls of ice around?
Yeah. Yeah, she did really good. So I was super impressed with her performance as well.
The 24 hour was awesome. Corey Logston.
Oh, yeah, Corey. Yep.
Came out and crushed it. He set a new course record. Got 101.
Which we saw coming.
We expected him to do very well.
He's a beast.
He is. Very nice, too.
Yep.
Super fun. He was also very high energy the whole time. Always up, happy. Super good dude.
And he hit his 100, like...
Oh, he had plenty of time left. He was just done.
When he hit it, I think, like 18 or 19.
Yep, so it was nice to have him there. And his wife, Kim,
right?
is awesome as well. She was very fun, too.
Yeah, she got her first 50K in...
the 24 hour. Or she was in the 12 hour.
But was it her first 50K? Or her first 50K in a long time,
in a long
or
time.
something like that.
Yeah.
So she was super pumped, and that was awesome.
And then for the 24-hour women's, Jeannie Gilpin, who I don't know if she remembers us, but we were at the heat wave when she was there the first year. We were timing it, and she was there.
Didn't she wear a turtle
She had
outfit?
turtle stuff on, so that's how we remembered her every time she crossed.
That's the turtle girl.
So she also wore a turtle hat during the sticks, too. But she got 53.2 miles, and the only reason that she won is because she went out for another lap. Everybody else stopped at 50. And she knew that everybody else stopped at 50. Yeah. And so she's like, if I just do one more, I'm going to win.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Don't ever stop at the milestone mileage.
That's right.
Because that's what everybody else does.
24-hour, Eric, who...
12.
12 hours, sorry. Eric, first time he's ever ran with us, I believe. Super nice guy.
Yes, I believe
he killed it.
I think he's friends with Brandon.
Yeah.
Walker.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I think he was part of that big group that he brought.
And then Jamie.
Yep, Jamie Blumentritt.
Who we knew from
Cowboy,
and her and Brian have came and hung out with us in Grand Junction, actually.
On their way through, yeah.
Yep.
They were both awesome. I know, and like Jamie was cruising during their whole 12-hour, and then she got too hot and had to stop, or else she could have got further.
And didn't the storm kind of derail her a little bit?
The two races that the storm really affected were the 24-hour and the 12-hour.
Yeah.
More than anything, because like it kind of hit towards the end of the 12-hour. So
it's like people are almost done, and then it's like
do I go back out
2-hour delay?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of
hard to
an adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
72 hours, like, oh, I got a long ways to go.
I'm
anyway,
gonna take a nap.
I'll just go sleep for 2 hours. I was going to do it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Not that everyone did get that opportunity, but but yeah, Jamie was awesome. And it was awesome having them. They like stuck around for like the after hours party, which not many
Brian
people
and Jamie?
did.
Yeah.
It's not much of a party.
Well,
it's like
not.
you sit outside and you drink
eat.
a few beers, drink some whiskey, and
go
just
to bed.
Talk. You know, there's no like partying going on.
No, we're all very tired and hungry and
old.
So,
so if you're a young person out there, 20s, thinking that there's a badass party afterwards, you're going to be very disappointed if you come to it. But it is fun.
You should still come. It's fun. It's just old people fun.
Yep. Brent Sell.
He
killed it. I just want to shout out to him because he went from, I hope I'm not wrong here, but I think his previous PR was at the Sticks the year before, and it was 16 point something miles. And he moved that to 50 miles. That's pretty good.
It's pretty awesome.
He was drinking non-alcoholic Coronas like they were going out of style once he hit that record.
They were refreshing for him. And he didn't pass out this year, so 2 wins there.
Pass out from the heat. Let's just speak there about
that. Yeah. Last year the heat got to him.
Yeah.
Also, in the 6-hour, we had Brandon Walker crushed it. He got over 50K, which is super duper hard to do in the 6-hour. I think that's probably less than 5 people have actually got the full 50K in the 6-hour ever.
Yep.
So impressive. He was cruising the whole time.
I'd like to know the number who have done that.
It's hard. It's not on the records because if it wasn't an official year.
Yeah, you just have to go through.
You just have to go through it. But I want to say that there's probably 5.
Yeah, but that is an impressive distance to get at the Sticks in Brandon Walker's.
Yeah.
Always fun to have around.
He is.
Good dude.
And then for the women, Kata was just short of a marathon, and she had some issues with the heat as well. So she did great too.
Yeah. What else? Any other standout performances you can think of?
So our fastest first loop. So for the ones that start on the road, we do a fastest first loop. And our fastest first loop was actually in the 72-hour, and it was Brian.
Yeah, 35.
Yeah, it's like 33 or 35 minutes for the 4.25 miles. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, and he was basically in it for fun this year, so.
Yeah. Talk about the storm. We're cranking through this. It might only take 1 beer. Thanks, Gene.
Thanks, Gene, for the beer.
I'm drinking Gene's beer.
And I'm drinking a whiskey that Jeff and Emily got Chase and I for my birthday.
Yep.
And Chase's birthday.
Mainly me, I think.
Probably.
They got it for.
They also got us something else. Another one, Bardstown. They're both very good.
Yeah, they're awesome. Thanks, friends.
Let's talk about the storm.
Let's talk about the storm. This was pretty famous across Facebook for a couple days, at least in our little
I would also
network.
like to start out by pointing out that there was no tornado.
There was no tornado. No matter what you hear, it was straight winds.
Straight winds. No
yes,
tornado.
Kansas has very high straight winds. It's not uncommon, but there was no tornado.
People were talking tornado, and no
Just
tornado.
because the wind's blowing 70 miles an hour doesn't mean it's always a tornado.
Yeah. It was crazy.
It was still crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We were trying, it was going to miss us. And then all of a sudden it didn't. Bad.
Yeah. Well, the night before there was a pretty hefty storm, and it was coming right at us, and then it split and went around.
It did.
Basically, and then built up behind us.
Yeah.
And so we got lucky, and it looked like it was kind of going to do that or skirt around us.
It was going to go around us on Saturday.
But we were constantly looking at it, and then I remember it's like, okay, I don't think it's going to miss us anymore.
Mm-hmm. But it's just we're going to get the edge of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, we should probably start tidying up a little bit, strapping some shit down, get stuff ready to put over the computers and things like that. And we started doing that, and the wind was coming up, and we started trying to put some pop-ups down and stuff. And then all of a sudden, all hell broke loose, like instantly. Like
it went from pretty chill to holy shit.
Yeah, like immediately blackout for probably 5 seconds, 6 seconds from a huge gust and then dust.
Yeah.
That followed. And I look up, and all I see once the dust cleared a little bit was that the arch was
I saw it
over.
I saw the arch blow over. I was like, holy shit. There is no way in my mind that thing was ever going to go because we have weights on it.
Yeah.
I was like, it's going to take a crazy wind from the perfect direction to knock this over. And
I've never seen it budge.
Never. It's never rocked.
No.
Nothing.
And I always assumed that the grommets on the banner would rip before it knocked the arch over. For sure. Or that at least
the banner would rip.
The
straps, the cords.
Yeah. Would rip off of the banner before that. It's fucking crazy. So as soon as I looked up and I saw that, I'm like, holy shit. That's strong wind.
I was just really glad that nobody was crossing under the arch when it happened, because we had someone cross over like a minute before it happened.
Can you imagine if Farrell just gets his head crushed, and then he comes to sticks and he gets his head crushed again
by the arch?
I mean, if it was anyone crossing, I'd prefer it be him, because he'd probably just crush his head and he'd get up and he'd be all right. But yeah, it was wild. So immediately went into
not panic, but not panic. Salvage mode.
Yeah.
Protection mode.
Time to figure this out and figure it out as quickly as possible.
Correct.
You know, you kind of, you got to stay calm.
Yeah.
So Casey was basically protecting everything at
first thing I did was I got Miles out of the camper into the house, because I knew that he was going to be panicking. Poor Colorado Western Slope Miles has never been through a storm before. And he was in the camper by himself, and it was hailing, and it was I knew it would be extremely loud in there. So I put him into the house, but then once I got in the house, the hail got very large. And I was like, shit.
I mean, not very large.
Well, I mean, bigger. Enough that I was like, this is going to suck to go back out in. But then I went back out, and of course, I was in my slides that have zero traction, and I about ate shit on the concrete running back in there. But yes, got back to the aid station. But the wind was blowing from the absolute worst direction.
As far as the aid station it wouldn't have mattered for the people.
Yeah, so it was straight from the south, which is the only side of the aid station that's not 100% covered and protected. And it was blowing hard enough that, so it's a 20-foot slab, 20 feet deep, 20 by 40, probably. And there was nothing dry underneath. The hail was hitting us at the very back. And people were hiding behind the tables and using coat lids to protect themselves from the hail. And I think I had the pricing sheet that was just in front of my head, and my legs were just eating it, and I had bruises from the hail. And I was I was back quite a ways. It wasn't hitting me direct. So
a lot of runners were out there getting hit direct.
Yeah.
So my immediate thing was I need to go get runners off the course. So I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do that in the pasture very well. And I knew that they were closer
Mhm.
in the pasture and they could potentially cut up
Just cut
through. I
through
mean,
it.
not saying it would have sucked for
For sure.
sure, and you're eating hail and stuff, and it was hurting for sure. And I
Yeah.
was just trying not to take one to the eyeball
Yeah.
and hoping it didn't get any bigger.
Uh-huh.
So the first thing I did was run out with the Jeep
Onto
and
the road loop.
onto the road loop and pick up who was on the road loop. Luckily, everyone was in like a mile from
Mhm.
being in or
Mhm.
closer, so I didn't have to go on any roads except for one because luckily the last people I picked up, uh,
Had just made the turn.
Nicolosi and
Monique.
Monique knew that nobody was behind them. But I could barely see. I couldn't even see when I was driving hardly, you
Yeah,
know?
the inside of the Jeep was trashed after that because you picked up muddy, wet runners,
Yep.
put them all over. Like, they were in the very, very back of the Jeep.
Yeah, what'd I get? 5 of 'em?
I mean, you had at least 6.
6 of 'em?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, there wasn't room. So got those back, and then I said, "Fuck it." Jumped in the
Because
side
we
by
could
side and went on to the
the pasture.
pasture loop.
Because we could unfortunately see runners out there.
Yeah, there were still
They
runners
were
out
still
there.
out there trying to get back, and I don't remember who all was out there. I know Rachel,
Yeah,
mm,
Renee,
Renee.
some of the Missouri ladies,
Uh-huh.
Angie,
Yep.
and I never saw them.
They
You couldn't hear anything
no.
because, I mean, you couldn't hear anyone,
They
and
had
when I was driving, you couldn't even see hardly on the
yeah,
road.
cut down into the draw to like, just in case there was a tornado and they got to, like, the low ground, I believe, and then I think they said they saw you drive by and they jumped up, but you couldn't see them or hear them, and so then they just said, "Fuck it," and bailed and just, like, went through and up back to the aid station,
Yep.
but they had a lot of bruises on their backs and stuff from the hail hitting them.
Yes, they did. But everyone made it out
Everyone
safely.
did, yes.
And huge shout out. I think the coolest thing about the whole deal, and it wasn't very cool.
No, it wasn't very cool at all,
It's
it
a hell of a story
sucked.
now, but
We
the
lost yeah.
the volunteers at the aid station just stepped it up and absolutely kicked ass for us. Mark Benefiel
Mhm.
and
Sigh.
Dustin Birdsong.
Mhm. Dustin did amazing. He wasn't even on duty.
Yeah.
He was in his camper set up at his Jeep.
He came out
He came
for
out
this,
for this,
basically,
yeah,
to eat hail and to help runners in. He ran out and he was covering runners with tote lids
as they
as
came
they were
in.
getting closer and
Mhm,
stuff like that, so they weren't taking the hail.
mhm.
And then Cy and Sean
Sean.
Alvarez,
Mhm.
Buckleheads,
Yeah, shout out to the
were
B
out there
team.
the whole time.
Yep.
So really badass. And
Jean.
there was
Poor
others.
Jean was
Gene,
out there
yeah,
freezing,
Gene
and it was
Hofschulte.
cold.
Yep.
It was cold, and so, yeah, our volunteers were awesome, and we also had, a runner, Brooks Walks. He had some church boys there with him, crewing and cheering for him, and they were trying to help us get pop-ups down when it all hit, so thank you for them as
Mm,
well, and they were the ones that were hiding back in the aid station getting pelted and hiding behind tables, and so they were very helpful before the storm as well, and they also were helpful with cleaning up too.
yep.
And that's the thing is, like, as soon as it was over, everybody turned into, "Okay, let's get it cleaned up.
What can we do?
What can we do?" We even had runners coming and saying, "What can we do to
Oh, a
help?"
shitload of
So
runners.
many runners, and it was just like, "You go rest. We'll get it running."
Because there was nothing that they
They
really
could
could
do.
do because the
No.
main issues were with timing. Because when the arch went over, it took our timing system with it.
Uh-huh.
And the mat was literally dangling from the arch in the air. And so was the tote with the readers and all the cords and shit like that. And it ripped some cords out. And I was just worried it fucked the entire timing system up, which would have really messed up the race a little bit. I mean, it wouldn't have affected the records we had, but the rest of the race would have been more difficult for
Mhm.
sure. Um, and so the main issue was sorting that out. And then also, while it was dangling there and all these runners were coming up to try to help us out, it was scanning people all over
Mm.
the place. And
Yeah.
so that's really what the main thing we had to sort out
Yeah, not
afterwards.
not only that one at the arch, but also we have a separate timing mat and system for the road loop, and it was getting runners as well that Chase had picked up off the course, or that were had run back, like cut through the pasture and come back. That so we had to sort out like who actually did get laps and who didn't get laps. Yeah, like little did we know there was 40 or so scans that we had to get rid of. So.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to figure out which ones were wrong.
Long story short, we got it to work and it was fine. All the results are still right and accurate, but it just took some time to get that sorted out.
Yep. But all was good, and it turned into a pretty badass story.
Tornado.
Yeah.
And I just I know that my dad felt terrible because he wasn't there to help us, and he was at my nephew's wedding. Congratulations, Chandler. And he wasn't able to be there. Somehow it just timed it perfectly that it happened during the storm. But he called me, and I was like, Dad, I can't talk to you. I have so much stuff to do. And I could tell that he wanted to be there to help, but he couldn't be there.
Yep.
So that's the storm of 2026.
We've had a lot of close calls.
We have.
We've had a lot of high winds.
We've had a lot of lightning.
I've always said eventually we're going to get blown off the map. We did a little bit, but
halfway off.
Yeah. Everything was fine. The main thing is everyone made it out unscathed.
Yes.
Relatively unscathed.
Yes. No permanent issues.
Yep.
The only permanent damage is nobody's pop-up survived. There was a pile of dead pop-ups at the dumpster. I literally don't think that there was a single person who was able to get theirs down. If you did, congratulations. You're in a small group of people. We kind of decided it would be funny if Dad kept all of the broken pop-ups that people leave every year and throw them down in the pasture, and it's like the pop-up graveyard. That would be fun to reflect on every year.
The sticks has killed a lot of pop-ups.
Including some of ours before we had a shelter.
I would not bring one to the sticks.
No.
72 hours in Kansas.
There's no way.
It's probably not going to work.
Yeah. So yeah, we saw a ton of PRs this year. Sorry if we didn't call you out and name you directly. There were so many.
So many.
So many. And it's so great. It's such a great vibe.
Sellout race for the first time this year.
It was.
It's well on its way again. I'd say. I think we probably got as many 72 hours as we've ever had at this point in registration.
Yeah, so we have 13.
Yeah, 13 already in there.
Which, if you're going to come out to Norton, Kansas, you might as well stay for 3 days.
Yeah.
Make your drive worth it, right?
For sure. That way you can get a taste of the weather.
Yes.
I mean, it's like part of the sticks. It really is.
It is. We also had some help with our timing, which was great to give Chase and I a chance to actually do RD stuff at a race, at a timed race, because normally Chase and I are stuck at the computer looking at the timing the entire time. So it was nice to have Lisa King and Mark Benefiel helping us with that.
They did awesome.
They did. They did a great job.
Took a weight off our shoulders.
It was very nice to have them.
Next year. What's the dates?
5/27 and 27.
So this is actually going to be the week before Hawkeye next year.
It is.
Our inaugural Hawkeye 200.
Yes, it is. Also, it will be over my birthday again. We do have some that we know that Eldon is getting in the Hall of Fame next year.
I want to shout out to Eldon because he had the most miles he's ever got at the sticks.
Yes, he did.
You know, he comes to the sticks every year. He's always got at least 100 miles. And he's not getting any younger. But he got more miles this year than he's ever got. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame next year.
Yep, he's got 60 to 70 miles is all he's got to get next year.
Yeah.
I say that is all he's got to get. So it will be great for him to get that. And then Lynn Day, if she signs up, will get it.
She better.
Kelly Means could possibly get it.
Yep.
And I believe that Amanda Cross. Do you know her?
No, never heard of her.
Weird.
Is her husband that idiot?
Yeah, his name is also Casey, but I'm the better Casey.
Oh, yeah, I know her.
Yes, we like her.
Yeah, she's good.
But she should get it as well. She wanted to show up and get it this year and make us feel like assholes for not having a buckle for her. But haha, Amanda, you did it.
Yep. And who else could get it? I feel like there's someone else.
I'm not sure. Those are the ones I know off the top of my head for sure.
Yeah.
But isn't it weird that that could be 4, so there could be 4 next year.
Well, I mean, if JP signed up, he'd get it.
Yeah.
Because he got 200 this year and not 200 last time, but close, right?
You have to get like 150 or something. I think you got like 150.
Yeah.
We made it too easy to get in the Hall of Fame.
Nah.
I'm just kidding.
Well, we never thought we'd ever. Initially, we never thought we'd get anyone to come to the sticks twice. So
that's true. That's true.
It has turned into something pretty awesome.
It has. That's a great time. Once again, thank you to my parents for letting us come out and do dumb shit at their house.
Yep.
And letting people take over their yard. And mom and dad look out their back porch and see porta potties lined up in people's tents. And
yeah,
it's a lot to ask of them, and they do a fantastic job.
Very cool to see how much it has grown. Come out to it, because you'll see why the hype is there. It's just a lot of fun.
So I think that this year's life lesson was, when it's storming, well, turn the timing system off, and also don't be a pussy.
Yeah, don't be a pussy.
Don't be a pussy when it storms. Don't be a mental pussy or a physical pussy.
Most people weren't. I mean,
no,
there's very few pussies out there.
There are very few pussies, and we won't call them out. So let's do the discount.
Yeah, discount.
We're going to do a discount code for Eternal Damnation 2027. We are going to give $15 off for 5 people. And just use code Eternal27, all lowercase.
It only
Eternal
lasts 2 weeks
27, yes.
From the release of this podcast. So if you want an Eternal for a little cheaper, for the starting price, basically, jump in there in the next 2 weeks. What was the code again?
Eternal27. Eternal27.
Awesome. Any other fun announcements? Hawkeye registration's going up
the end of the month?
On the 4th.
Our Cowboy deferral's coming up.
Yep. Cowboy deferral deadline. And is the sticks increasing in price?
That's a great question. I'm not sure the answer.
I don't know. Ask somebody who knows.
Ask a race director. We have the Summit 200 coming up in just over a month. We could still use a heck of a lot more volunteers than we've got now.
We'll take any and all
volunteers we can get. We need help with course marking. We need aid station help. We need sweepers. If you want to come out and earn some awesome race credit, because we give more race credit for Summit than we do any of our other races.
And you can gift it.
So if you're not dumb enough to run an ultra, but you still know somebody that wants to, you can gift it to them. Yep.
Come out and help us or run with us.
And also, where else are you going to volunteer in such a beautiful place?
Yeah.
So come out and see us at the Summit. And then after that, we'll have Baby Hell Creek and Fred.
Once again, we did not get the podcast with Ken and Kim.
God. We did not.
We're just always in such a hurry when we're done.
Just to go, yeah. Well, and we had we moved storage units and stuff, and we were just busy.
Mean, that's why.
And Dad,
because we're busy, that's why we're in a hurry.
Dad went straight back to driving, so yeah, we just didn't have time. But yeah, we'll get him. We'll get him someday. I promise you.
Yeah. Who's next?
I have no idea.
I don't know. We're gonna really try to have one. We will have one next week again. We're gonna hit it twice in a row. I know, super inconsistent right now.
That's all right.
Says you.
Stick with us. Or don't, I guess. That's fine too. Whatever. All right. Is that everything that you have?
That'll do it.
All right. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, friends. Cheers.